I have a question. It's more like me bigging you up, but it is a question. When I look at your discography and I look at Burna Boy, Doja, and then I see Umi and I see Adekunle Gold, those are like
Yeah.
damn near opposite spectrums when it
Right.
comes to opposite sides of the spectrum when it comes to tone. Burna Boy is known for having a very, very unique tone, and I think the same as Adekunle. So I want to know, how do you just get it to sound good, bro? Like, so well.
Like vocals and stuff like
handle
that. Because
Because his voice is very
Like-
like baritone-y, but there's also like certain things. I'm sure it's not the hardest to mix now that you've done so much. It probably isn't or isn't as easy as a Doja tone, which is damn near closer to the industry standard than his voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's different between like Burna and Adekunle because Burna's stuff shows up with all the effects on there. His engineer does a fantastic job. Yeah, basically anybody he works with, even if his engineer's not with him and he's with just somebody just making a beat, they're putting together a record. Burna will sit there and be like, pretty particular about them getting that sound right. By the time that shows up, it is right. And the one thing I notice is when other people mix Burna, they don't pull out one particular resonance, which is around like 700. Maybe like 660 actually is where I thought it was. I wanted to say it was like 666, but it's not. And
the devil's frequency.
It's a tiny little notch that as soon as you pull it out, it clears up so much headroom to just make him just stand up a little taller.
Right,
And
right.
it really maximizes things. On the other end of things, like with Adekunle, he sends mono recordings. So whatever they just tracked, and he says, I want you to build this and make it, bring the sauce and do the thing. And
what is it? So everything that he sent is basically in mono, you saying? Like all of that, all the recordings?
dry, yeah.
It's just dry, just like straight up, just like, and you're just kind of painting the canvas. So you get a little, do you feel like you get a little bit more creative freedom in that regard, being that it's like, hey, everything is just like kind of bare bones and stuff like that?
sometimes it can be frustrating because it's like, oh, there's so many directions. And it's so specific. People are really particular. There's any 100 different ways to make a great sounding vocal because it's subjective. There isn't a factual definition for what a good vocal sound is.
Yeah.
Right.
Luckily with Adekunle, he was just like extremely cool and easy to please. We kind of nailed it. So it was really good. But other times you can end up just hunting for their sound for ages and ages. And you kind of wish they had just established that with a producer ahead of time.